I'm Zach.
I'm Melissa.
And this is Shawn.
I'm Shawn.
Hi, Shawn.
Hi.
Hi, Shawn. Hi. You guys probably remember Shawn. He was an ex-host of the podcast, along with Tim, and they have graciously passed it on to us.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Try to do awesome things.
Right. Other than the podcast, though, he is our Boffer chair. You hit people with foam.
I hit people with sticks.
Ooh.
And that's my job description at the convention, which is so much fun.
Yes. You are my boss, actually, which I'm not so thankful about anymore, but, you know, it works.
Depending on how this interview goes, you may or may not have a job still.
Oh, boy.
Great. So, Melissa, why don't you ask the first question?
All right, cool. So, how did you get started with KitsuneCon?
I kind of found it by accident, too. Actually, much like Zach here, I didn't know conventions were in Wisconsin until I happened to be a part of KitsuneCon. So, I actually worked for one first before I actually started to go to all of them. Because we did the whole boffing thing with a Lawrence group, and we were trying to find other places to fight, and we somehow stumbled across the KitsuneCon webpage, and people were mentioning how they're looking for the foam sword fighting, nerdy role models, LARPing kind of thing. And, all right, yeah, sure, I'll help out with that. That sounds great. So I got in contact with everyone, and I kind of helped organize and kind of run the first year with a couple of people. And then the next year, they said that, hey, you should be in charge of it next year. I remember how it actually went down was, I believe it was Tim walked up to me, and he just patted me on the shoulder. And he goes, you're going to be a great boffing manager next year. And I was like, what? Oh, okay. So it kind of got voluntold into it, but I get to beat people with sticks as a job.
Nice.
It's hard to beat.
It's extremely nerdy, but very, very fun.
Extremely nerdy, yes.
There's a point where it's just nerdy, and then we're 20 times past it.
We don't do spellcasting or anything, so
no,
we try to...
It's not as nerdy as LARPing.
We try to, be like, oh, it's not nerdy or anything.
No.
It's totally nerdy, but, swords and shields, and I dress like an orc.
There's no, number keeping or anything. You just hit and, okay.
When that guy's dead, you win.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes.
See? Easy for anyone to do.
The pointy end goes in the other person.
Yes, I got that.
Rule one of swords. So, how did you start in boffing?
We kind of had our own group actually running out of my garage using pool noodles, duct tape, and wooden dowels,
wow.
which is insanely unsafe. So please do not do this at home. And kind of the same thing. We were bored one night searching on the internet, and we stumbled across the UW Lawrence group, Dagger here,
yes,
which has a huge organized group, and it's actually this nationally organized people of fighters, and we started fighting with them, and we fought with them for a good 2, maybe 3 years before we found out about KitsuneCon and the convention and started helping out with that. So me and Drew, one of the Boffer staff, have been doing the foam sword fighting for a good part of 6-7 years, I guess. So if we actually had skill, we'd be like Master Bushido, like 5th black belt kind of things, but instead we just have a lot of foam and glue and fabric in our basements. But
that works.
It's a lot of fun. Me being kind of a fluffy guy, exercising is never fun for me. But sword fighting was kind of cool, and it was a good way to get an exercise without doing boring stuff like running that way, for an hour kind of thing. So I used it as more of a workout, and now it's just fun.
Cool. Well, I did see you guys start coming to our fall balls now.
We did. We got to fight outside in the wonderful weather that was fall ball. We had a lot more people than we thought we would at fall ball, actually. I didn't think it would be half the attendees.
Yeah,
wasn't expecting that. So we ran out of room really quick, but we had plenty of weapons, just not the people for it. But I'm glad to see, because each year we've gotten double our attendance almost.
We are the biggest boffer room in Wisconsin cons now.
Oh, wow.
We are. I believe we're close to our region as well of the states. I believe. I could be wrong. First year we had, 50, 60, 70. Second year we had like 300.
Wow.
So I will take that. I will take that. We always have competitions every year. Me and John, the GeekCon buffer room guy, of whoever can get the more attendees for the weekend. So he has to buy me dinner still.
Nice.
If you're watching, you owe me. Taco Bell. I'm cheap, don't worry.
So, what in the buffer room can you announce right now? Like, what's going on with it? What do we have? going on tournament-wise? Any special events?
If you were there last year, kind of the same thing. We're going to have a lot of fighting. We're going to have some fighting. We're going to have tournaments with fighting.
Oh, yeah.
The coolest thing that I'm excited for is on Sunday, we'll be doing a gladiator pit. So if you watch Spartacus or Gladiators or Gladiator the movie, we're going to be hosting a giant pit, and you can bet fake money. You can bet money to, oh, that warrior's going to totally win. And then you can use the money to get stuff later.
Nice.
That should be pretty cool.
That's going to be
That's
fun.
cool.
That's what I'm most excited for. I just want to see a giant room full of people just chop his leg off!
Oh,
When that
man.
happens, it'll just bring a tear to my eye, and my convention will be complete.
Man.
That's-
I really hope I don't have to work that much.
That's my
Sounds
goal.
That
That's why I want the convention to end. Someone screaming, "Chop his leg off!" Yeah, I'm really friendly, I swear.
we also have one of our guests doing a Boffer special panel,
We
correct?
do. You get to fight with Nina Williams from Tekken. It's actually Lisa Wilkerson who does the voices for Nina in Tekken. I believe it's Tekken 6 and beyond. I may be wrong. Wikipedia that later. We'll figure it out. Something like that. I fought her last year for about 3 minutes, and I left not being able to feel my arm.
Uh-oh.
She's actually a professional boxer,
Oh.
is or was. So
I can do it.
I'm just gonna watch on that one. You guys can go and fight.
I
but-
didn't get a chance to fight her. I wanted to fight her. I fought Lana Vitor, though. He was pretty good, actually.
all yours, man.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of telling her, "Oh no, don't go back. You can hit me hard." Okay. Awful idea. But well, yeah, we're having our first guest panel event thing in the boffing room, so another
That's
first
cool.
for us this year. So we're getting bigger and boffer. We're
Awesome.
more
Indeed.
foam.
Okay, let's just lay it straight out here. Is it boffering, boffer, or boffing?
Boffing is the verb.
Okay,
Boffer is
the activity in the weapon.
yeah.
Okay.
Some people call it boffering. Some people call it boffing. Some people just call it boff or boffed.
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 Too many buffs.
I don't know. We don't really care. As long as you show up and fight each other with foam swords,
Oh,
we don't really care what you call it.
I'm letting the audience know right now that you should not Google boffing.
In different countries, it means different things.
Yes. Let's just put it like that.
And now you just got,
Now everyone's
Now
going,
everyone...
going to Google right now.
I got to figure out what this is.
The poor
You
kids
piqued
we
the
just
creativity.
demoralized.
Yes, we did.
Or creativity. You piqued their creative interests now. I blame you.
Curiosity.
That's what I meant.
Yes, words.
It's an interesting something, all right.
Yes, it is. All right, so Melissa, do you have anything else?
No. My brain died. I failed.
Okay, so with that, I'm Zach,
I'm Melissa.
and you guys have a good night.